In my hands, I have a box full of Glossier makeup. So for the first thing, for the base, I got the skin tint, and this is their perfecting skin tint, and each one retails for $26, and I picked up two shades. First one is G11 and the next one is G12. So you can see the G12 has a little bit more of a pink undertone, and the G11 seems more neutral. It's a really nice match. I think I just might mix the two of them, honestly. I'm gonna just take some on the back of my hand. And this is why I'm not really the biggest fan of the skin tint. You just really need to have perfect skin to use this, honestly. Or if you're comfortable and confident just to wear this, I honestly feel like it doesn't even neutralize my skin. It's just so lightweight that it doesn't really do anything for my skin. So this is why I don't even really talk about this. Like this, I just feel like it gave me a pretty nice glow, but I mean, everything else still looks the same. Just gonna take the rest of this on the brush. For $26, I'd prefer a little bit more coverage, you know what I mean? So, there we go. All right, so next up, let's go in with concealer, or should I do my brows? Let's go in with brows. Let's do the brows. And I picked up their Brow Flick in Blonde. This right here, and I like that. It's just a nice pencil form. The only thing, there's no spoolie. I'm just gonna draw hair-like strokes very gently. Do we see anything?
Invisible.
Wow, that is very light. I can barely see that. Maybe it will look really nice and very natural. I honestly thought this was gonna be as intense as the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. Like, let me show you the difference, but it is in taupe trap. Let me show you the ink stain portion. You guys see that difference right there? And I feel like this one is intense in my eyes, so maybe this is gonna come out really nicely. It's a very forgiving brow flick. The tip looks like it's breaking, but it's just product that's drying down, and I can even take it off right there. And it balls up. That's very interesting. So the Brow Flick is $18. All right, let's use their Glossier, their Boy Brow, and I got this in the shade Blonde as well. And this retails for $16. The color seems pretty nice. Seems a little bit on a warmer tone. I'm not hating the brows, you guys. I'm just conflicted about that brow flick. I like the size of the spoolie. It's nice and tiny, gets into the brows wherever you need. Liking the Boy Brow so far. All right, let's go on to, should we do concealer first or the eyeshadow? You know what, let's do concealer, eyeshadow, and then we'll do concealer again, just in case. So I have the same shades that I picked up for the skin tint. I have G11 and then G12 as well. So G11 is more neutral, and then G12 has a little bit more of a pinky undertone. So I'm gonna use both. You can see it has like more like that pink salmon-y color. And then G11 is more neutral. And I am gonna use my fingers, warm up the product. And I also heard people love this concealer. Color seems pretty nice. I'm curious how this is gonna work on pimples. It's gonna warm up G12. I'm gonna use a brush to blend this in. Yeah, this is also very, I would say, light coverage. And these concealers retail for $18. Yeah, that's looking very slick right there in the inner corner. You see that? Well, good thing I picked up their powder. I'm gonna do the eyes. I picked up some of their lid glows. Is that what they're called? Lid glows? Lid Star. So I picked up two shades. I picked up Moon and Fawn. Both really cool colors. I think I want to use Fawn kind of like all over the lid up to the crease, kind of blend it out, do more of like a smokier look, and then add Moon in the inner corners to highlight. But the packaging is so cute. It looks like a little test tube, not test tube, blood work. This is where you get your blood taken. That's what this reminds me of. I kind of want to do one eye at a time just in case this dries down. Just kind of draw this on here. It looks more intimidating in the tube, but once you put it on your eyes, it looks beautiful. All right, it definitely doesn't feel like it's drying down super fast, but once I kind of got in there with my finger to blend, I lost a lot of that pigment. I'm gonna try to build it up. And I'm just tapping it. I'm not gliding it anywhere. I'm literally just tapping it on my lid. See, just kind of...
Just taking it all off.
Yeah, it's just kind of coming off. I'm gonna take a smaller little brush and just help kind of blend out these outer corners a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a little bit more. I'm just gonna take the brush and very gently pat this into the eye. I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna take a little pencil brush. And I'm gonna work that on the lower lash line a little bit. Next, I'm gonna take the shade Moon. I'm just gonna apply also on the back of my finger, on the back of my hand. Like I said, I wanna do this on the inner corner. Highlight a little bit. That's a pretty shade. I did pick up their pro tip, which is their liquid felt eyeliner. Nice. I picked up their color slide. This is in Disaster Class. This is their eye pencil, and it's this beautiful red brown. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do a flick and then draw the red pencil on top of it and then smoke it out or smudge it out. Let's do that. I like that it's quite easy to draw on top of these lid stars. And then I'm gonna take the pencil, and we're gonna draw right on top of that. And overline it just a little bit. I'm gonna take a little angled brush. Just gonna take some on it and start smudging that out. It's actually really pretty. I kind of want more, a little bit like right here. I just went back in with the pro tip and I just sharpened the line underneath and the outer portion. And I like that it doesn't tug on your eyes, so you can really create a really precise line. All right, last up with the eyeliner, I'm going to tight line right the top lash line. All right, let's do mascara. And this is just the lash stick, that's lash slick. And this retails for $16 US. Very simple, very cute packaging. The wand is so flimsy. Wow. Hopefully this layer is good. 'Cause so far, it's not doing much for the lashes. Slightly disappointed in this mascara. So I'm gonna let it dry down a little bit and see if I can go in and build it up a little bit more than this. I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer. Before I set my concealer and pretty much my face with their setting powder, I'm going to go in with their blushes, their cloud paints. I picked up shade Dusk and Puff. Really beautiful shades, and these ones also were super highly raved about, talked about, a lot of people's favorites, and both of these retail each for $18 US. I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand. Oops, that's probably way too much. The blushes are beautiful. So easy to blend too, wow. Okay, this is the one thing I'm like, yes. That is gorgeous. So easy to apply, so easy to blend. So now we're gonna do the powder, and this one retails for $22, and I picked up the shade G11, G12. So I'm just gonna work some into the brush. Oh, I also have highlight. Let me just do the inner corners here. And then I picked up Hollow Scope in the shade Moonstone. I wanted to pick up the other shade, but they were sold out. I don't remember what shade it was. But this retails for $22. And it's basically this cream stick or stick that's a cream highlight. I'm just gonna apply a little bit right here. It's definitely very tacky, so hopefully it sets. Take a little bit more powder. And they didn't have bronzer, unless they do and I missed it, but I looked, I even searched bronzer and I didn't see any bronzer. All right, last step, we have lips, and I picked up their Generation G. I picked up 3 shades. I picked up Cake, Like, and Zip. Very different colors. I think I'm gonna mix probably these two together, kind of matching the blush. So let's go first with this is what, Cake? Okay. Definitely looks like the blush color. Let's take a little bit of, that does not look pink. And they are sheer matte lipsticks, and they each retail for $18 as well. All right, so that completes all of the makeup looks. I'm left wanting more from this brand. I'm not even talking about coverage, I'm talking about quality-wise. For the prices, I just wish they performed better. I wish I didn't have to, I felt like I sat here for longer trying to make this product work for my skin and my skin type. I feel like with this type of product, because it is very light coverage, I feel like it's supposed to be wham bam type of a product. You put it on, you're good to go out the door. I feel like I really had to sit here and make it work. I think the only thing that I didn't have to sit here and make it work was this right here. The only thing, which is the blush, which I really like. And the only other thing that I really enjoyed was the boy brow. I think it did a phenomenal job. My brow hairs are still up. They're bushy, but they're not too bushy, and I think the color is really beautiful. I mean, even the black eyeliner, I think it's great, and this other eyeliner, it's great. It's not as creamy as I would want it to be. It kind of tugged on my eyelid, but the eyeliner itself, the liquid eyeliner, didn't tug on my eyelid, and it was a nice flick that you could create. The tip was nice and sharp, but it was still bendable to a point where if you wanted to curve it, whatever else, you could really control the pencil. But everything else, I'm kind of left wanting more from this brand. Oh man, I feel really bad about all of these products, and I am not enjoying most of them. I'm so sad. Am I the only one that feels this way about this brand? I'm gonna take this lip color off and probably just apply the, what is this, Like. I'm gonna do maybe 1 to 2 check-ins throughout the day on my phone, and then probably at the very end of the night, we'll come back into the studio just to see it again in the lights, what everything looks like as the day has come to an end. Okay, doing the first check-in, we are heading out to meet Macy. So you can kind of see the texture of my skin, what it looks like. I'm sitting right in front of the window, nice and bright. Honestly, mascara still looks pretty good. It's not really flaking. Lip color is still pretty on. I mean, I look wet, like underneath. And I'm even touching it and it feels nice and wet. The concealer, even though I set it, and I set it again right here in the inner corner, and it just feels, wet, and it just doesn't want to sit, but it's not really moving around, it's not really creasing unless I'm touching the face, obviously. But I think the cheeks still look really nice, bright. The eyes are still on. I mean, they're probably not gonna budge until I clean my face, wash my face at the end of the night, but I'm happy that the mascara is not flaking so far. I'm gonna check probably one last time after dinner and then do the last check-in at the very end of the night to see how it's all looking. Alrighty, doing second update because I wanna show you guys what's going on. I feel like the pimples, the concealer just pretty much just disappeared. I don't know where it went, but I wasn't rubbing my face whatsoever. I think the only thing that I was rubbing was the tip of my nose. But, wow, this lighting is horrible. But you can see right there, it just, there's no coverage left whatsoever. And the mascara is smudging a little bit towards the lower lash line, but it's not horrible where I look like I have raccoon eyes. And the mascara is not flaking, which is a really good thing. Lipstick is pretty much all gone because I didn't even eat anything. I only had something to drink. So the lipstick is not that long lasting. But cheeks, I'm not even sure. It's cold outside, but I'm just not liking how this makeup is wearing. The only thing that's really nice are the eyebrows. I think the eyebrows look phenomenal. I think the boy brow was really great. And the brow flick, it's not bad. It takes a little bit more work, but the boy brow really kind of brought it to life. Just overall, I'm just not happy with this makeup. I'm not enjoying it. All right, last update for the makeup. Honestly, I think the only thing that is left on my face are the eyes. Eyebrows and any eye makeup included. The one thing I do want to say, mascara started to flake a little bit, and it's kind of giving that flakiness. It's not like a typical flake. It's kind of flaking like that mascara from, what was it? Was it Five Below? It kind of strings and flakes off like that. I was looking at my skin. I can see little particles from the mascara. It's not too bad. It's not smudging. It's more flaking. I mean, the mascara is just, it's on there. I want to see both eyeliners on there. They're not budging. Neither is the eyeshadow whatsoever. That's impressive. And the eyebrows, not budging either. Okay, the makeup, I think, and it's, I didn't even say what time it was. It's 9:09 p.m. I want to say what really lasted, and it's holding up so well, are the eyeliners, the eyeshadow, mascara, and the eyebrows, which the eyebrows are probably my favorite product. I would say the boy brow is probably my favorite product out of all of them. And then the blushes. Just everything else, every complexion product besides the blushes, I'm not really a fan of. I don't like the concealer. I don't like it on me. That's the whole thing. I don't like it on me, and I don't like the powder, and I don't like the tint. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Please let me know your thoughts down below. How is your experience with Glossier, their makeup line? Not the skincare, but their makeup line. How did it work out for you? I'm really curious, and if you do have some favorite product, what is it? Thank you guys so much for watching, spending time with me and Glossier makeup, and we'll see you in the next one very soon.